Hello and welcome to Issues and Insights, the show that keeps you up to date on all the great things going on in our community. I'm your host, Kendra Scott, and we appreciate you tuning in today. As you know, fall is just around the corner, and with it comes some fun-filled community events that will have something for everyone. Great food, big concerts, collectibles, education, and much, much more. The City of Radcliffe and numerous community volunteers are busy planning two big events that you won't want to miss. So here to tell us a little bit more, we'll have three special guests today, and we'll start off with Radcliffe Councilwoman Toshie Murrell and community volunteer and festival chair Julie Debibar. So glad to see you both.
Yes. Good to
Thank
see
you,
you,
Ms. Kendra.
Thank you. And we'll be talking with Jason Basham here in a little bit, but we thought ladies first. And your event comes first, so that works out very well. But it's the annual cultural festival. Hard to believe it's come back around again. Thank goodness.
Right.
You're probably saying that more so than me. But first, give us a little history on the event. How long has it taken place, and kind of how did the idea all come about?
Well, our first event was in 2019. And basically, it's just been a vision of myself and a few of the other community leaders that Radcliffe is one of the most diverse cities in the state, and we don't really have a brand per se. And I know some people don't like the name brand, but we are branded by our cultures. We are the melting pot.
Oh, yes.
And so we do have a lot of different nationalities and a lot of different, diverse groups in our community. And so what better way to celebrate Radcliffe and our community by having an international cultural festival.
I love it, because years ago, a lot of folks remember there was the International Heritage Festival, and it was a huge success, and everyone loved it. And then life happens, and COVID, and all that. So to bring it back, I mean, you've had tremendous success and response. So we are thrilled that it's back. So tell us the date, and the place, and the time.
The date is Saturday, September 10th. It will be at 2000 Boundary Oaks and the Red Hill Cutlery destination area, as we call it. That is going to be a new location for us, and we have kind of partnered with Boundary Oaks and with the Bashams at Red Hill Cutlery. We're hoping that this is going to be our annual event location, because that really is a destination at this point. When the Bashams had started the Bourbon and Blades, which you're going to talk about, we just want to continue that area and just keep growing that area to have all of our different festivals. And so we're going to be moving to that location, and it's 2 to 9, rain or shine, 2 to 9, Saturday, September 10th.
And that's awesome. I love the location because it's convenient for everyone. Yes. So you're really at the crossroads of everything, and you have great space, and so that's a perfect thing. Now, we know it is not a festival unless you have a parade. So tell us about the parade and how that will be kicking things off.
Well, the City of Radcliffe is still having their annual parade, but it will be back at Deepwood and Lincoln Trail and end at City Hall. So that is not going to change from last year. It starts at 10. You can still sign up to enter the parade with Ashley. You call Ashley at City Hall, 270-351-4714, and she will be glad to get you entered. They're going to start lining up about 8:30, and the parade will kick off at 10 o'clock. And as the mayor, JJ, likes to say, we do throw candy. So he wants everybody to know that we do throw candy. So the parade will kick off. The festival doesn't start till 2. That gives people time to leave the parade, do what they have to do, and then make their way over to the festival.
Fantastic. And Julie, you've got quite a festival planned. So
yes, we
tell
do.
us all about everything.
Yes, we have a plethora of different talents to perform, coming from bands to dances to one of our highlights that we have is Oraya O from Louisville. She's from Oraya Dance. She's going to be one of our highlights because she'll be doing 3 different types of dancing, whether it's sword dancing, belly dancing. But we're also going to have her, but she's very good at it. But she's also going to feature her and her daughter doing a dance of the Chinese lion type dancing. So we're really excited about that. But we're going to be opening up with one of our traditional Aloha, people from Guam and other Samoans, Hawaiians. There'll be a little group singing Aloha Welcome. And then at the end of the evening, we're going to be kicking off with a fire dance. So we'll have a couple of the guys out there spinning.
Okay, that's my personal favorite. I'm just saying.
Yes. So we brought it back from 2019. We're just going to kind of spread it out over the years instead of, they're going to probably get used to it, but we don't want them to get used to it. We want them to show different kinds of things too. So lots of great talent out there. So we're excited about it.
Okay. Is it too late for folks to sign up if they have a talent and they want to share and represent their culture?
No. I think we will still keep taking some performers. I know as far as food vendors, we're good on.
Okay.
But if they're interested, if anybody wants to perform, sing, dance, they could go on our Facebook page, Radcliffe Cultural Festival. The application's on there. Fill it out. There's no sign up for dancing or, for payment. They just come and they could do their thing. Just let me know.
Oh, fantastic.
And fill it out.
That's great. Now, you mentioned food, which is everybody's favorite.
Yes.
So tell me how many different food vendors will be represented and all the different countries they'll be representing.
Well, I know there's food from the Philippines. They'll be there. We've got some Jamaican.
Ooh, yeah.
We've got food from Guam. And then we're going to have different little booths or tents that have Belize is there. There's of course our Lions Club will be there with their ice cream. But there's your traditional barbecue, your hamburgers and hot dogs, things like that. So, and ice cream.
Literally something for everybody. Because we know sometimes kids are picky.
Yes.
But adults, we typically aren't.
Yes.
So that's our favorite part, is to go around and sample. And really, this is the only type of festival where you can sample all the different booths from around the world, which is what I love, because you see the trucks going up and down the street, and it's Filipino, it's Korean, it's it's snow cones, it's whatever, but it's all something really unique and different. That's really cool.
We're excited.
That is very exciting. So Toshie, tell us a little bit about something new that's been added to the festival this year.
Something that I'm really excited about. I'm not a kid, but I think I'm going to hang out at the new Radcliffe Children's Cultural Center. Lauren Hales, she founded the Radcliffe Literacy Project, and so we brought her on board with on our committee, and she has this great idea that we have all are supporting and helping her make this happen. There's going to be a center that's strictly for children, and it's going to have some different crafts. It's going to have, like, Spider-Man's coming.
Oh, Spider-Man.
The lion dance that Julia was talking about. They're actually dressed in costume, in a big Chinese lion costume. They're going to be able to go there and visit the children. The Radcliffe Literacy Project has collected and will be giving away 1,000 different books that are all diverse and culturally based. I'm going to tell you the names of them real quick. All are welcome. Start Now, You Can Make a Difference, Hello World, and Colors of the World Activity Coloring Book. So all these different books that she has lined up will be given away for free, and there's going to be other entertainment and activity just within that cultural center for children. So we are really excited about that.
Yeah, well, that makes it even more involved, because there's always got to be something for kids, but you want to do something besides jumpy houses, so that they're really getting educated and increase their awareness, and then that they get to take something home, bring a book, bring in that literacy piece. That's brilliant. That really is.
And I wanted to add to the food part, but we're also going to have Boundary Oaks, Brent Gooden and his team. They'll be an outdoor bar, so they are working on some different, I believe they're different bourbons that they're going to put together that are going to be, I'm going to say, internationally flavored and named to kind of coincide with the festival. We're not sure of the different names that they're coming up with yet, or the different flavors. But that's going to be a fun part for the adults.
Yes,
right?
A little tasting.
So,
I know they have a new lavender, and that sounds so intriguing to me.
So that's
very good.
So we're really excited about the location. We're excited about the new additions. We're excited that we don't have to set up a stage, because we get to use Boundary Oaks stage.
Yes.
And it's really coming together. It's kind of like anything. If you've ever put together a festival when we first started, we really weren't sure, like, what is this going to look like? And we're changing the venue again, and now it's coming together. We're really excited. We're just 2 weeks away?
Yeah, it's
a little
close.
over 2 weeks. So
it's close. We'll talk about parking and where folks should park for these events.
You probably need to do
So
that
we
part.
are going to be, now we're going to have some handicapped parking that Boundary Oaks and Red Hill Cutlery will block off for us. They're going to both be open that day.
Okay.
So we cannot go up in the front and block their businesses. But down on the field behind the Walmart marketplace and next to Hampton Inn, there's a big grassy field. So we will be parking there, and we will have a hay truck that can bring some people up, transport, and we will have some golf carts. So for if you're handicapped or unable to walk, or you need, just some help getting up to the hill, getting up to the festival,
Right.
we will have some attendees to help you get there.
Awesome. That's always wonderful. So, and talk a little bit about, do you need sponsors? Do you need volunteers? We know folks always want to get involved and share. What's the best way for folks to help out?
Best way to do that is, of course, to go to our Facebook page. They can contact us there as well. And it's usually myself, Toshie, and Lauren. If they have to leave a message, we'll get back to them as soon as we can. But we love to have sponsors. There is an application on there they could fill out and submit back to us for their in-kind donation or whatever amount of sponsorship they'd like. That would be the best way to go about that with that application on the page.
Super. And can you tell me a little bit more about the entertainment? Like, who can we expect and what will they be doing?
Well, we have several bands that are performing. We have Giovanni and his father's band as well, more of a Christian group. But there's going to be different kinds of dancing.
That's what I love.
You have your people from Guam and Hawaii. You have we have belly dancers. We have African dancers. We even have I think it's Kavubi drum and singing group.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. We never had them before. So, so there's different ethnicities out there that'll be exciting to see, because we didn't have them last year and they will be here this year. So,
we're
always looking for different kinds to come out there every year. We just love for them to share it with us. So.
And I love that a lot of the folks, they're not coming from far and wide. They're right here in our community.
Yes.
And they're sharing those talents and their cultures, and perhaps we just didn't even know. It's like, you had a hidden talent, or you have a drum corps or whatever. So that's what makes it even more spectacular, is that, like you said, Radcliffe's the most diverse community.
Yeah, it's like our I know I'm tearing up this name, but the the drum and singing group, they're based out of it's Guinea, West Africa.
Oh, okay.
So see, that's exciting. We don't see that around
Right.
here. So that's going to be a highlight in the beginning of the performances. So
That's awesome. And what time will the performances begin?
first one will start at 2:00.
Okay.
And throughout the day, we'll start to make announcements like, hey, everybody, make your way to the stage. So-and-so group will be performing. So we'll make that announcement throughout the evening.
Yes.
We're finalizing the schedule.
Yes.
Pam DeRoche, another founding chair, festival chair, she's finalizing that for us. We'll put it on our Facebook page. But other than a few 5-10 minute breaks in between setting up the different performers, it will go all day from 2 to 9.
Yes.
Like Julie said, it will end when it gets dark with the fire dancers. That'll kind of be our grand finale of the event. But we have somebody will be on stage pretty much all day.
All day.
That's amazing.
It could be an ongoing, constant thing to the very end.
Yes, I love that. So folks can come, bring a chair, camp
Yes.
out.
Yes, please bring your chairs.
Bring a
That's-
chair,
yeah.
but we're also hoping, well, I say hoping, but we're trying to get some chairs donated just for the day. Somebody
Okay.
can loan us some chairs. That way, they're already there, because we want an audience.
Oh, sure.
And in case you don't bring a chair, we want to make sure you're comfortable and you enjoy the day and you enjoy the shows. But we are going to have a lot of crafters there, a lot of vendors.
Oh, good. Lots
So
of
we are
booths.
going to have a lot of different booths. Some are going to be informational, some will be educational, but we have a lot of vendors where you can start your Christmas shopping, you can start some fall shopping.
Yes.
But there will be a lot of vendors there as well. I think we're close to 30.
30, yeah.
Right
Oh,
now
wow.
we're close to 30. We hope to get 50. So if you are still interested in setting up a booth, it's $50. We would love for you to set up and be part of the festival.
That's a great idea. We can't miss the booths, because again, people love the crafters and the talent and
The food.
and just what can you get? You got to come home with some stuff.
Yes, and if they're wanting to do a booth, again, they can go on the Facebook page, and that application will be there for the vendors to sign up.
Okay.
And they can also make their payment online.
Oh, you make it too easy.
Yes.
Very, very
Make it as easy as possible.
That's right. So it's the Facebook page, Radcliffe
Yes,
Cultural
Radcliffe Cultural
Festival.
Festival.
The date is September 10th. All day. The parade that morning at 10. Festival from 2 to 9 p.m. at Boundary Oak. Fantastic. The festival or the parade will be the normal route from Deepwood to City Hall. Not too late to get involved with that, right? Folks
Right.
can contact Ashley at City Hall for that. We do want to make a note that we only service animals will be allowed for everyone's safety, for the safety of not just the pets and their owners, but for everyone attending the festival. So please keep that in mind. And $50, what a cheap cost to participate as a vendor.
Yes.
And how many folks do you expect? How many were in attendance last year?
What we were told was just a little bit over 4,000 from last year, is what we were told.
Fantastic.
So this year we're hoping for more, obviously, because we have
Great new
great
location.
new locations.
New
So,
location,
yes.
new
New
acts,
location.
Yes.
going to have perfect weather,
Yes.
and everybody is ready to celebrate. So let's
Yes.
celebrate Radcliffe on September 10th.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Kendra.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, ladies. We appreciate all your hard work because we know it is an effort and it's a volunteer gig. So thank you for your passion for the community and for what you do. And it's going to be a great festival. So we look forward to seeing everybody on September 10th. And if you have more questions, comments, concerns, questions, anything you need to know about the festival, check them out on Facebook. So we are going to transition, and we're going to talk about the next festival 1 week later. Y'all are just partying in Radcliffe. We're going to talk about Bourbon and Blades, folks, so stick around. Now, the second big festival coming to Radcliffe, right on the heels of the Cultural Fest, is Bourbon and Blades. And if you've not heard about this, you're going to be very excited. Here to talk a little bit about that is the founder and coordinator, Mr. Jason Basham. Welcome.
Thank you.
Got the shirt and everything,
Yep,
so
ready
you're
to go.
ready. Okay, people want to know, will those be available for purchase?
They will be, yes, ma'am.
Okay, well then there you go, because everybody's got to have a shirt.
That's right.
We know how that goes, or bourbon, I mean, whichever. So this is a fun and fantastic event that's coming. So tell us all the details about Bourbon and Blades 22.
Well, we've tried to label Radcliffe as for what it is. Cultural Festival spoke on that some about how we're diversified and we're trying to be different than everybody else and do something a little bit different than everybody else. So the brainchild of Bourbon and Blade was, what do we offer that nobody else offers? Well, we're the largest knife dealer. Red Hill Cutlery is the largest knife dealer in the state of Kentucky. And we have a bourbon distillery that we share a parking lot with, or a lot with. So to have Hardin County's only distillery, and then to have the largest knife company, we paired together. We have a great working relationship with Brent Gooden and his staff. And we just came up with, what can we do to make Radcliffe kind of the center of the universe for one day. So we decided to do a concert, and it's steadily grown from 3 years ago. And this year we've doubled in size, and we hope we double in crowd and attendance. So.
Oh, I think you will, because you do have a big name act that is coming. If folks have not heard, tell us all about that.
We've got six, but of course the headliner's LeeAnn Rimes.
Yes.
We have three really up and coming groups. Layla Spring out of Marion County, who was an American Idol contestant.
Oh, she was fantastic.
Neon Union, which is a really a duo that's on the rise. Tony Jackson, retired Marine, who I believe he was on America's Got Talent. And then you've got the Standards in Thompson Square, who was a quick, a last minute add to the festival. L.V. Shane, who's a local guy out of Grayson County.
Yeah, he's really getting popular.
Also American Idol. Yeah, had 2 #1 singles this year, and then of course LeeAnn to cap it all off. So.
Wow, that is a huge lineup. How did you manage to get all of those acts? Did folks come to you, or?
No, it's a lot. It's a lot of work. A lot of work. I think we started about time it ended last year.
Yes.
and we got everything settled up about mid-July. So it's a long process, and there's a lot of headliners that we thought we had that we missed out on, and then there was we lucked in. It seems like every year we kind of luck into somebody that just kind of fits. We did last year with Billy Ray. He kind of fell into our laps, and we were happy to have him being from Kentucky. And then this year we kind of had a couple that fell out for various reasons, and LeeAnn kind of came available, and we jumped on it. I'm really happy to have her because of how diverse her career has been. started in country and went pop and has done the acting thing and then kind of went back to country. And she's her new album is actually releasing the Friday before Bourbon and Blades, so we're excited to be the first official concert post album release. Thompson Square is also releasing an album the 1st of September, so we're catching all these acts at the right time, I think, and gaining the, kind of riding the coattails of their release dates and stuff like that. So we're really excited about how the lineups worked out, and hopefully it translates to a really good show and something that people talk about after, and we can gain on it and grow again next year and do it even bigger.
Oh, I think you will, because they all have large fan bases.
Yes.
Obviously. And you're talking about the festival. What's the price point? And that's the best part for folks that want to come and purchase a ticket.
Well, the concert's 100% free.
See, that's what we love. People love that. Free.
That's right. There is some preferred seating. We have 400 preferred seating seats. We've sold 100, a little over 100 of the 400 right now. But LeeAnn's going live on her site with the link. It's ticketleap.com and search Bourbon and Blades. I think once LeeAnn goes live and LV goes live on their websites, I think the tickets will start going start going fast. We've only had the link up for about a week.
Oh, wow.
So if you want to go to the show and you want up front to sit right up front of the stage, then get online before they go live on the websites and get your tickets bought.
That's great. And what's that cost, that price point for the preferred?
It's $75 a seat for the preferred seating.
And that's cheap. So 6 performers for $75.
Right.
I mean, you can't beat that with a stick, as my mom says.
You don't think so?
No, that's fantastic. So will there be a capacity of how many folks can actually attend the event?
I'm sure there is a capacity of some sort. Last year we had somewhere between 13,000 and 15,000 people attend, and we had enough room to have another 10,000 comfortable. So I think we're ready and available to take it on. Yeah.
The more the merrier is
That's
what we
right.
say. So you encourage folks to bring their own chair, blanket.
Yep. Lawn chairs or blankets. So we got a hillside there to put blankets on. There's a really good viewing area. It's almost like a natural amphitheater with the hillside. Of course, we're in Boundary Oaks parking lot, so any kind of lawn chair or anything you want to bring would be, because there's no chairs available. So just bring your chair or stand if you want to. It's however you want to view it. Just come on and watch.
Just come on out. So talk a little bit about the other things that will be a part of the day. We know it's not just the music. It's just a fantastic event.
Red Hill Cutlery is partnered with W.R. Case & Sons Cutlery Company out of Bradford, Pennsylvania. They're going to have their Collectors Club tour at our knife store that morning, starting at 10 o'clock. There'll be a lot of limited edition knives, some knives that'll be available later in the day signed by the artists. There'll be some of the artists will be coming in and out of the store throughout the day, so it's a good place to be to see the artists come in. Boundary Oaks going to offer a limited edition bottle later in the day, signed by all the artists. I'm not sure the price point, but it'll be available in the gift shop at Boundary Oak Distillery, and also Boundary Oak will have specialty drinks that day to coincide, so you can get your drink on if you want.
There you go. Well, there'll be like an adults only area, I guess, maybe like a
there's kind of like a
bourbon garden,
kind of a beer garden type of thing. Yes, there's a little bourbon garden on the side with there's a place for people to kind of go and drink or carry it out to the viewing area and watch it, sip a cocktail while you're watching the music. Nice.
Now talk a little bit just about your team and what all it takes to put this together.
Well, it's a lot of moving pieces. W.R. Case & Sons contributed a lot. Radcliffe Fort Knox Tourism has been a huge sponsor and backer of it, and they've really been the champions of this, along with the city of Radcliffe. The Sicilian Bank has come in to be a big sponsor, and they're actually having their employee day that day. So anybody that's working for the Sicilian Bank, if you haven't put your name in to get the Sicilian Bank's employee tent, you might want to get a hold of Greg Pauley and get your
name on the list.
Get your name on the list. That's right. So just a lot of really great sponsorships. Phillips Brothers Construction, Boundary Oak, Red Hill Cutlery, just a lot of people in the community that just want to do something for the community and provide. You can't put something on for free unless you have a lot of people that are buying into what you're doing, and we appreciate all of them. So it's I think it's just a great thing, and it's something that I'm proud that we have that kind of community and those kind of people that want to see this happen.
Yes, that's so important. Thank you for sharing that. Is it too late if someone wants to be a sponsor for them to get on board?
Oh, it's never too late for that.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And do you need volunteers? Folks sometimes want to participate in that capacity.
The city of Radcliffe, I think there's some volunteers that are needed, but there again, it's just the partnerships that you make. Everybody's kind of. This is the third year we've done it. I've always heard it takes 3 years to put on a successful event, and this going into our third year, we've kind of started to iron out some of the kinks, and we're kind of getting to the point where we're going to be a well-oiled machine going forward. So, but yeah, any kind of help is always welcomed.
There you go. So smooth sailing. So we're praying for great weather, so that box has been checked. It's going to be great. But how can folks get more information about the event and how to get involved?
RedHillCutlery.com, BoundaryOak.com, Radcliffe.org, and Ticket Leap, and then the websites of the lineup. Everybody on the lineup has something on their events page or tour page to promote the event. The Red Hill Cutlery Facebook page, the Boundary Oak Facebook page, and the City of Radcliffe's Facebook page.
So people can't say they didn't know.
That's right.
You didn't see it somewhere. It's been heavily covered. So one more time, give us the date, the time, and location.
September 17th. Music starts at noon. Knife show starts at 10. Plenty of parking. Ticketleap.com. Search Bourbon and Blades.
All right, Bourbon and Blades 2022, going to be a huge event, so you better get there early to get your seat, is what I'm thinking.
That's right.
Because don't be waiting around till 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
Come early, come to the knife show, buy you a knife, and,
That's right,
and get your seat ready.
Yes, and I love what you said, because this really is what makes Radcliffe unique and draws folks in. You're already a tourist destination, both being a part of the Bourbon Trail and then, the
Guinness Book of World Records. We broke the world record.
That's right, yeah, having the world's largest pocket knife, correct?
That's right.
Yeah, so, and you have special things that you cannot find anywhere else.
That's what we're trying to do, just make it where it's different, where people out of town want to stop on 65 and come down and check us out. So we're trying to drive people into Radcliffe and make Radcliffe a destination. Well,
it's working. You're doing great things.
Thank you.
So, well, thank you for your love for community, the role you're playing in making this happen. We know you do have a real job, a full-time job, running a business, but on the side, you also give back to your community in so many ways, and not just Radcliffe, but Vine Grove and the entire northern end of the county. So thank you for what you and your family do. We appreciate you. So we appreciate you tuning in today. We hope that you got lots of great information about these two fantastic events that are coming to town. So save the date for Saturday, September the 10th and Saturday, September 17th, because you don't want to miss these events, folks. They're going to be fantastic. So thanks to everyone who joined us today. Thank you for your hard work in making all these events possible for our community. On behalf of HCEC-TV, I'm Kendra Scott. We'll see you next time, and we'll see you in Radcliffe coming very soon. Have a great day.